Okay, I'm going to practice limited vocal fry today. I'm going to be very, very, very animated,
This is
and
disgusting.
we're going to look into the camera when we speak instead
Hi,
of looking
guys.
at each
Welcome back
other.
to Hot and Bothered.
I'm Cedar Champ,
And I'm Chris Bruno.
and on this podcast, we talk about everything that we find hot as fuck.
And everything that bothers the absolute shit out of us.
Do you want to know what this is not my topic today, but do you want to know what I'm fucking bothered about? I'm bothered about the fact that, okay, I don't know if this is it actually might stem from OCD, but I have severe medical anxiety, and I always think there's something wrong with me that like is underlying, and I haven't discovered it yet. And like the whole time I was away this past week, I convinced myself that I have a brain tumor. And then
It's
today, I
disgusting.
literally have been having a panic attack for the past hour because I feel like I'm having a fucking heart attack. And I don't know if it's like because I had too much coffee, because I took too much Adderall, or if it's just anxiety, or if there's actually something wrong with me. If anyone can relate, if anyone else suffers from medical anxiety, let me know how you feel and how you fucking get over it, because I'm like actually on the edge of ending it all.
I actually have the opposite. I know, thank you for asking. I have the opposite in that department of life.
You just
Um,
don't think anything's wrong with you
like literally
ever.
I could have like an open wound in between my two eyes and I will be like, it's fine, I'll wake up and it'll be gone. Like I do not it's all mental, babe.
I am aware.
It's all mental.
And
You know what
it's,
I did you know what I did happen today? There we
yeah.
go. You know what happened today is I broke a wine glass while I was doing dishes,
Oh
which is
no.
just something that happens weekly at this
Yeah.
point. And I have shards of glass all in this hand.
That's my worst
Like
nightmare.
tiny, tiny little like slivers. And I
Something
kept finding them. There was some in my bed and I just kept flicking them and I'm like, great. Like there's gonna be in my feet.
literally
Don't care.
something really bad happened to me 2 months ago or something. Probably I was doing my makeup, had a new lip gloss that was like in the package, and it was like not coming out, and so I like shook the package, and the tube was glass, and it fucking flew out of the packaging
Oh
onto my
shit.
ground and shattered. And it was lip gloss, so it was like sticky shards of glass, like tiny little sticky shards of glass all over my
Everywhere.
bathroom floor, like literally everywhere. Was actually, and like apparently lip gloss doesn't come up. It doesn't come up. Like I tried everything, and like it just spread. It was just like spreading it around my bathroom floor. Hi girls. How are we all doing today? If you guys follow us on
Was
Instagram
that your
and
stomach
you,
making a
yes, it
noise?
was. Please don't talk about it. If you follow us on Instagram, you keep tabs on us. You know that we're both suffering from severe mental illness today.
I'm fine.
Are you?
A bitch, I'm fine. I got Botox today. I'm
I'm so
good.
jealous of that.
I'm
Fuck.
good.
My sister, when I was home visiting, my sister was like, "Do you get Botox?" And I was like, "Bitch, do I get Botox?" She was like, "Okay, I've been thinking about getting it." And like
How old is
me
she?
being me, she's like 30, 31.
Needs.
Me being me, I'm like, "Oh my God, Botox is the best. What questions do you have? What do you need to know?" Da 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 da. I'm like literally giving her a consult. Meanwhile, I'm completely unqualified. I think everyone should get Botox, even if you don't need it. You should get it because it makes you feel good.
I've said this a million times before. I only get Botox like once or I get it like twice a year.
Yeah.
And when I go in, I'm like, fill me up, pump me up. Like, I don't want to move for the next like 3 months. And then it'll just like slowly wear off. But honestly, thanks to this podcast, like, there have been episodes where I'm like looking at myself and I'm like, holy fucking shit, I look like Catwoman. Like I cannot look like that. So I went in there today and I was like, babe, let's do like a more natural situation. So I was like, I want to have movement here. I want to have like I don't want a fucking brow lift. Like I'm a man. I don't want that. So we just focus on the crow's feet, but this girl went so fucking far
That scares me.
underneath my
That
eyes.
scares me.
I was every time the needle came out, I was like, like, like,
Wait,
can I see? Can I see?
you know what really makes me uncomfortable? And like I've gotten used to it. It doesn't bother me as much anymore. But every time I'm still just like, ooh, when they're injecting your Botox and your skin makes that crunch noise.
The popping is
It's so gross. It's
it's
so
so
upsetting.
gross, but also it's like it gives me like caviar vibes or like those little orange things
Yeah.
on sushi.
Is that salmon roe? Is that what salmon roe is?
I don't know, but
Whatever.
it was a lot of that today, and she was like
Yeah.
going deep, and I was like, fuck, like what is going on here?
I don't ever want to move my face. I saw this girl on TikTok and she was like, oh, I like got Botox and I want it to be natural and blah, 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 blah. And she's like, I like can't move my face. And I'm like, she like wants to be able to move her forehead. And I'm like,
That was
okay,
me today.
talk about a pick me, but like, okay.
That was me today.
You're a guy. It's
I
different.
know, like guys with wrinkles are
Yeah,
hot,
'cause
but
you
I don't want to be
literally-
28 with literal crow's feet that seep into like my smile lines.
Do you do Botox or do you do Dysport?
Dysport?
We actually open almost every single fucking episode we ever record talking about Botox.
Okay, no one cares. Let's change the topic. What did you guys do for Labor Day? What happened? What's going on? Labor Day is
Happy
here.
Labor Day.
We can't wear white jeans no more.
We will though.
We will.
As
we
long
will.
as
We don't
it's
give a
warm out, I'll
fuck.
wear white jeans.
Yeah.
You know what my problem is I've talked about this. I don't know how to wear color. I don't know how to incorporate color into my wardrobe. And so like in the winter, my outfit is full black, all black everything. Shoes, pants, top, jacket, all black. In the summer,
It's
everything
all
is white.
Yeah, or like tan.
It's so annoying.
As we can see, I got a new wig put on.
We love the weave.
We have a new wig.
The weave
And
debut.
I feel like when I'm blonde, I can only wear a black t-shirt.
Why?
Like I feel like if I wear a white, like if I wear any other color, like if I wear a white shirt, it just like I look flushed out. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I have to be like
I need to see you in a white shirt now to like have
To
an opinion on
understand.
this. Mm-hmm.
well, maybe I'll wear one for the girls next week.
Okay, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
Do we like Labor
so
Day? What's Labor Day about?
What is Labor Day about? I don't think I have preferences about Labor Day because like it always feels like something where I should be going to do something, but then I don't, and then there's nothing going on, and then I'm just like I just have a long weekend for no reason.
4th of July, Memorial Day, Labor Day, and New Year's Eve are those 4 holidays. Have we talked about this before?
I don't know, but I have something to say about the 4th of July.
Those holidays are always like, oh my God, I'm invited to 57 parties. Oh my God, what are we going to do? Like, what's going on? What's everyone doing? And then it's like everyone just kind of ghosts each other and no one
Yeah.
does
And
anything.
then no one does anything.
And no one does
And
anything.
then you talk to people after and you're like, oh my God, what'd you do for Labor Day? And they're like, oh, I just kept it really low key.
Yeah, or they say something that's like, oh, like I went to some random party in Malibu. Like they just like pull
Yeah.
something out of their ass with the most
Yeah.
random people. And I've done all of the above for all of those situations.
I want to talk about the 4th of July since we're on this topic.
Hot
and
dogs.
ever since moving out of my hometown, the 4th of July is like, doesn't feel real.
Because you're not a child anymore running around in an Old Navy t-shirt.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. It's that obviously New York and LA are like not patriotic cities. And so like if you're going to celebrate the 4th of July, you need to like go somewhere that's like very American. You have to be in the Midwest.
We have to be in
You
Palm
have to
Beach.
be-
We have
exactly.
to be at Mar-a-Lago.
Yes, exactly. You have
Yeah.
to be somewhere that is like very stereotypically American and like
Mhm.
maybe probably also
Leans that way.
Republican.
Mhm.
Yeah. And like you have to be next to a lake or next to a body of water in some
You have
in
to be
some
drinking
way.
some kind of beer.
Yes.
Not a Corona, not a Peroni. It has
So,
to
like-
be like a Coors Light.
Yes. And like
Even a Tecate, honey.
anytime I've spent the 4th of July in LA or in New York, I'm like, what even is this day? Like
Yeah.
nothing's happening. Like this is
Yeah.
boring. But then like and
We're
I
like
have
too
since
advanced in LA to celebrate the 4th of July.
No,
Do you know what I mean? It's like
exactly.
we're
Yeah.
like
we're like,
there's
okay, what are we celebrating?
Yeah, there's too many cultures here. That's
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
R word to celebrate the 4th of July here.
Yeah. And then also like since moving to New York or to LA, like every 4th of July that I've spent anywhere else, like in my hometown or anywhere else, it's like the funnest holiday. You black out, you're listening to good music, you're in the sun.
You have no
you're
idea. Like there's
at a lake
watermelon coming out of
probably.
everyone's
Yes,
like
ass.
palms of their hands. That
Shooting
too.
watermelon. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. And it's the funnest holiday, but if you're not in in like a very American place, then like it's not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so glad we're talking about the 4th of July.
I
when
was
it's
just thinking like
August.
I want to have a fun 4th of July party. That's going to be my goal for next year.
Should we do one like a
We should, like, go to a
costume party,
park.
but like a 4th of July party like in
Yes.
October?
My birthday. My birthday theme is 4th of July.
Should it be? That
My
would
birthday
be so
party is going to be 4th
good.
of July themed. Imagine.
That would be so good.
So stupid.
Yeah. Okay. So if you follow us on Instagram, you know that we're gonna do some questions. We're gonna give some bad advice at the end of the episode, and Maybe we'll make it a semi-regular thing because you guys come up with some fun shit.
Yeah,
So, with that being said, should we do our topics so we can get into the questions later?
I guess.
What was that big sigh for?
Do you want to go first or should I go first?
I don't even know what either of us are talking about.
Period.
It's like, Chris, you hot or you bothered?
I'm bothered this week.
Tell us about it.
I'm bothered this week because I feel like I have been underwear shamed by multiple gay men.
What does that mean?
Like people have like given me shit for the type of underwear that I wear. And I'm like,
What brand? Like the brand or like the
okay,
fit or
well
like
actually
the
I want to backtrack by saying I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Like okay, may I add like I'm happy to disclose the underwear that I wear with everyone, but like I feel like the type of underwear that someone wears like could tell you for a man at least can tell you like everything about them.
yeah. Continue.
Do you agree?
Probably. I need to hear more. Elaborate
Okay,
further.
I have had people shame me. I wear like literally like a cute Tom Ford brief.
Adorable.
Like chic, cute, holds it together. I had one guy be like, "Oh my god, like why you still wear briefs? Like why do you wear briefs?" Cuz he wears like a little Calvin Klein like thought little
Like
moment.
thong.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Okay, we have those, but those are like for the days that everything else is used up." And I'm like, "Why the fuck do you care?"
But also, why do you need that? Are you worried about having like panty lines?
Me or
Anyone wearing
him?
that?
Wearing what I'm wearing or wearing a little thong one?
Like a little thong.
That
That's
I
why
am
women wear thongs is because no one wants panty lines.
I know, but I guess like men's pants are a little bit thicker than women's, but I am paranoid when I wear a little brief like that I'm going to have like a major panty line because I'm a woman and I think that I'm a woman.
Duh.
But this okay, I was thinking about this guy who was wearing boxers, like not like cute striped boxers, like
Like plaid.
full blown
Like a plaid
Hanes,
boxer.
like Hanes, like Target Hanes, and he was like made a comment about my underwear,
Okay, the
and
audacity.
I'm like, both of you fucking men, I'm like, are coming for me in like my cute ass underwear that I have to order from Bergdorf's, and you're like getting like, I'm like, what is the issue here? What is the
What
issue?
is the issue?
I'm like, I don't fucking come for you and your ripped ass Calvins that are literally two sizes too small for you, nor do I come for your Hanes that are like falling out of your fucking jeans. So that's been something that I've dealt with
They're
as of
jealous.
recently. And I'm like,
They're
and now
jealous.
I'm like, do I have like, should I start wearing boxers and G strings?
No. I think the underwear that you actually, because I forgot what underwear you wore, and now that you're talking about it, I know exactly what underwear you wear, and like, that's chic.
It's not, but like, I was thinking about this, and then I was thinking about the situation that I've been in, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, who, like, fuck off. Like, my underwear is cute as fuck. And
Yeah.
then I was also thinking, like, I feel like once you, like, elevate your life to a point where you're, like, getting nice underwear, that it's like, you can't not get nice underwear.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, once you, like, experience what it's like, and then when you are with people that also like, because I like appreciate underwear, I'm like, that is the most fucking important thing of what I'm wearing. Like that is the most important thing,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm like, if that shit is uncomfortable, I'm gonna be uncomfortable all
Your
day.
whole fucking day is gonna be
My
ruined.
whole day is gonna be ruined.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it needs to be like a certain fabric, a certain material. It needs to sit a
Mm-hmm.
certain way. It needs to hold my goodies and hold the booty a certain way. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Yeah.
And so once you like achieve that and build a relationship with a pair of underwear that you trust, and I'm like, where are you going with these boxers with your little stinky little flying out? You know, like I don't understand.
No, I also don't
Anyway,
understand.
that's
I
my
also
two
can't
cents.
fathom a gay man wearing full-fledged boxers. Like I can
There's a difference
see
though. Like I feel like if you're wearing like a boxer as like
a fashion
a
statement.
fashion statement, it's cute. But if
Yeah.
you're wearing a boxer as like a utilitarian form of underwear,
Something's wrong with you.
that's weird.
Yeah. I like actually can't even remember
It's so
the last
uncomfortable.
time I
It's so
dated a
much.
guy that wore boxers.
Yeah.
Like that's not even like if straight men aren't doing it that frequently, then no gay man should be doing that.
Yeah. It just, I don't know. It got me thinking. I'm like, why are these two little bitches coming for me?
Do you want to hear about a time I was underwear shamed?
I do, because you're not giving me anything to. make me feel better.
Oh, you're never going to speak to me after I tell you this.
When the dog ate him?
No.
Okay, she had to sit.
I
She had to
had
get
to
ready.
I had to
She had to
literally
get ready. She had to get up and get ready. Was my
Yeah.
topic retarded?
Yes. You're not going to understand this because you are a man,
Not.
but every girl listening to this will understand and relate to this. I have protested buying new underwear for a while now, probably like 2 years, because I'm pissed off about the fact that, first of all, as a woman, it's impossible to find good underwear. It is fucking impossible.
I feel like I can relate to that sentiment.
No, let me talk to you about this, Chris. Listen, so I have two types of underwear. I have my daytime underwear and I have my bedtime underwear. And my bedtime underwear is like a little boy short, a little like brief moment, a little something, like essentially a diaper that I can go to bed in that like doesn't feel like something's literally my ass is like munching on
That's
some
so
fibers.
uncomfortable. I can't imagine my butt cheeks rubbing against denim. Like, I can't imagine that. How do girls do that?
I don't think you feel it. I don't feel it, but we also have smooth butt cheeks.
I was gonna
and
say
men
you
don't.
guys don't have hairy asses.
Yes. So that's different. But okay, so bedtime underwear, I'm like good on bedtime underwear because like that's not a difficult thing
And that
to
kind
find.
of comes organically.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you'll pick up one from a man, you'll get some in
Mhm.
your stocking,
Mhm.
you'll
The amount of underwear I have in my drawer from men that I sleep in regularly.
Okay, so what about the daytimes?
So the daytime underwear is where it gets really especially fucking miserable because first of all, you have to be considerate of panty lines, right?
'Kay.
Second of all, I'm insecure about my love handles. And so
Me
if I have a
too.
pair of underwear that are a little too tight on my hips, I cannot wear them because
Oh, 'cause
it
it'll
makes me
just
feel like I have the largest muffin top on the face of the earth.
like it'll just give you
Yes,
what
and
you
even
don't
if it
want.
doesn't look that bad, it makes me feel horrible. So I can't do that either.
This is why underwear is
So-
important.
But then here's another thing that we have to consider as women. Women have fragile pH balances, and sometimes
Okay, this is the part where I tuned it out.
this is exactly. But hold on, you need to stay with me. A lot of materials and a lot of fibers aren't good for women's vaginas, and so if you're not wearing like an underwear that's like 100% cotton, then like you might run into some problems. And so then there's that aspect that needs to be considered, right? But like no one's wearing 100% cotton underwear. That's just rarely happening.
Pilgrims?
Yes. And then another thing that needs to be considered is like when you're wearing a thong, the little piece that goes from the top of your pubic bone to the peak of your butt crack never is wide enough to fit both your pussy lips. So then your fucking vagina ends up eating your fucking underwear.
You know what we should do?
Start an underwear brand.
Oh my god, I was gonna say we should call Kylie and have her figure that out, but Skims.
Well, Skims, yeah. And I think actually, you know what? There was a thing about this because Chloe literally was like, I can't find an underwear that fits both my pussy lips. And then I think Kim like made an underwear for her or something. I don't really know. But then here's the other problem. I cannot get behind spending $20 fucking dollars on one thong. That tiny little piece of
I
fucking
can.
fabric that doesn't cover anything
I
and
think you
like
should.
is gonna last for maybe 6 fucking months.
Well, clearly they're lasting you 2 years.
Well, okay, so yeah, this is what I was gonna say. The last round of underwear I acquired, I literally stole from one of my jobs because we would keep like nude colored seamless underwear for fashion shows and stuff, and I would just take them. And outside of that, I haven't really bought new underwear because I like am protesting buying new underwear because I'm like, where the fuck do I buy underwear that fit well, don't give me panty lines, don't give me yeast infections, and also like contain everything that needs to be contained. So
I'm so happy I don't have a vagina.
anyway, I have a lot of underwear that like probably should have gotten thrown away a long time ago, but they still work, especially like my bedtime underwear. Like no one gives a fuck what the underwear that I sleep in look like. I don't care.
But
this is where I was gonna finally tell you about the time that I got underwear shamed.
okay,
What were
my
you gonna
god,
say?
there's another story here. Okay, come on. Come on.
Do you want me to stop talking? You can do this podcast
Come
by
on.
yourself.
No, I don't care. So you
So,
had discharge, you had bacterial vaginosis, you had to
mhm,
call Summer's Eve.
mhm.
Okay.
So I was in Arizona for Christmas last year, and I always do a little laundry before I leave. I was doing a little laundry. My mom was switching it from the wash to the dryer, and she pulls out a pair of my underwear, and she was like, "How old are these underwear?"
Her reading you.
And I was like, "What the fuck do you mean? How old are they?" And she just like starts laughing. And I don't remember what happened the rest of the conversation. I think I got distracted by something else and we never finished it. But then once I got home, I was thinking about it and I was like, okay, there's two reasons my mom could have made that comment. First being that the underwear are so visibly old that
Mm-hmm.
she was like, "How fucking old are these?" But they weren't that visibly old. They looked old, but not that old. And then the second thing, the second reason I could think of that she may have been asking me that question is because there is a small possibility that I've had those underwear for so long that she might remember them from
Mm-hmm.
when we would do laundry together when I lived with her when I was
Mm-hmm.
in high school.
But you said they weren't that old.
They didn't look that
I
old.
see.
And I don't know which is worse. So that's me getting underwear shamed and
By your mother.
by my mother. But I don't really care. If
Okay, I'm the opposite. I think that you need to put on your Chris Bruno hat. I think you need to go splurge on some good underwear.
I literally just bought some new ones like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, good for you.
I know. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a good feeling. And you
It
know what I
is.
did yesterday?
Tell me.
And they're gonna be so happy, all our fans. I went ham, bought all new socks.
I've been thinking I really need to do that.
Yeah.
Where'd you buy socks from?
It's my same ones that I always wear, my
What do you
bamboo
wear?
ones. I don't know, they're from like Amazon. They're like bamboo. But
I
I
need
need
new
some more of these
socks.
too because I've been getting a lot of new shoes lately
Yeah.
that like I'm so fucking weird with shoes. Like I can get a 10.5 shoe and it could be the biggest thing in the world. And I can get a size 11 shoe and it could be like the tightest thing in the world. And I also fucking hate when I get a pair of shoes and then like they stretch out so much.
Yeah.
Like I hate it. That's another thing that I'm having an issue with. But that's not here nor there.
Um, for all the girls
But I need
listening,
thick socks.
yes, for all the girls listening, if you have white sock recommendations, please let me know because I need to buy new socks. And like also when I was in Minnesota, my sister was wearing like a full like dad, like a white dad sock that was like a little too tall for like a woman, but they were like kind of chic.
Wait, oh, okay. I wore like a pair of Nike socks today. That not these ones. That were like too big and too tall, but they were like kind of giving like a little scrunch with my shorts, like a
Mhm.
little leg warmer moment, and they were
Yes.
like thick with like the ribs.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, I was like, this is like a look. Like this
Yeah.
is cute.
Yes.
Like with my little New Balances, I was like,
Yes.
this is a look.
I literally had that same epiphany like a
Yeah.
week ago in
Yeah.
Minnesota. So I have to go buy some dad socks now. But
I
I
know we should do that. I want to go to Uniqlo.
we also also why don't we have a fucking sock sponsor? Like someone needs to be supplying
That's what we need
because all
next.
these fucking freaks on YouTube always commenting on our fucking socks. Someone
We need
send
socks and we need glasses.
yeah, sponsorships. Hello, hello, hello,
Hurry
hello,
up.
sponsor us. Okay. Anyway,
Are you hot or are you bothered?
okay, I'm both this week. I am so fucking hot and I'm so fucking bothered. And let me tell you about it. I went to Minnesota, went on a camping trip, and it was for my mom's 60th birthday. We have a cabin in Canada, and we decided not to go to the cabin this year. We decided to go camping on this little island that my family used to camp on like before I existed. And it's been a long time before any of us have gone there. So we went and had a time. It was both good and bad. The experience itself like wasn't my favorite, but like being out with like the people that I love and like
Disconnected.
literally no phone was so heavenly and so fucking gorgeous.
I would die to experience that.
Yeah. It was fucking stunning. It was so stunning and I like really enjoyed in the least gay way possible, really enjoyed connecting with the earth. Like, okay, I was sleeping on this fucking disgusting like pad that goes underneath your sleeping bag that literally was harder than a rock.
And 1 inch thick.
It was so uncomfortable. And there was a point where I was trying to get comfortable. I literally took the pad out from underneath me and was just laying on the ground. And I was more comfortable just laying on the ground than I was
On this
on
pad.
this pad. And I was like, I can be one with the earth. Like I can sleep on the fucking ground. And then also like
Woke up with a broken neck.
stepping outside and like
Do
touching
you
the earth
sleep
with
in a
your feet.
tent?
Yeah, we slept in a tent.
Do you like zip it closed?
Yeah.
How many people sleep in a tent?
We had like 2 per tent. Yeah.
Do
And
you like have like your stuff in the tent?
yeah. Um it was just gorgeous. I just like had a little outdoorsy moment, and then even when we got back from Canada and I was like in Minnesota at my mom's house, like walking outside into the yard and like just being barefoot in the grass and like doing a little like mushroom microdose and like hanging out
Not
with
looking
my
at your
family,
phone.
not looking at my phone, not giving a flying fuck what's going on outside of like the moment that I'm in was so absolutely so gorgeously stunning. Anyway, so I did decide that I do like connecting with nature and I do like camping a little bit, but also it was the worst experience of my life at the same time because I got fucking sick with COVID while we were there. So not
How
only
did you
was
get that?
I wonder, so not only was I like sore from carrying heavy shit to like go camping and like
Your
doing all
body
of
had
those
COVID aches.
things, and I was sleeping on the ground and I had COVID aches. Like, can you imagine
And you were
being,
canoeing through the
yes,
Alps of
yes,
Canada.
exactly. Can you imagine being sick with COVID and having body aches and having to sleep on the fucking
What
ground?
was the weather like?
Stunning. The weather was stunning. It was gorgeous. It was sunny, a light little breeze. It was the
So
most
nice.
beautiful weather I've ever encountered in my
I
life.
want to see photos.
I'll show you some. It was so cute. It was so fun. We bathed in the lake. I went skinny dipping with my mom and my sisters and my aunt, and it was
That's so
adorable
cute.
and gorgeous. And it was the best time, but up until I got sick, and then I was literally laying on the ground crying in pain and uncomfortable. But it only lasted like a day, and then I was like
That's how
good.
mine
But
was.
like if you're gonna get sick, like that's actually the worst case scenario to be sick. Like I can't think of a worse place to be sick.
Maybe something with the earth like healed you quicker than if you were to be here.
Didn't you just say yours only lasted that long too?
But I was taking a lot of medicine.
Yeah. Were you? Why are you making that
I
face?
was literally I took like 17 Sudafeds. I had 100 Alka-Seltzers a day. I was
Yeah.
popping Tylenol. I was popping I mushrooms.
Have you ever noticed when you're like sick with a cold or like with the flu or something, if you like sit outside for a little while, all of a sudden you're like cured if you like sit in the sun for a little bit? Have you ever experienced that? No. I think vitamin D is like really good for like,
Everything. You
yes,
guys, I've been
it's good for your
going in
acne,
the
it's good for
tanning
your
beds
flu, it's good for
lately,
COVID,
and
it's good for depression.
yeah, and I've been seeing a lot of TikToks all of a sudden that are like people are like, oh, going into the tanning bed, like it's like memes or like, oh, like gets one pimple and goes in the tanning bed and like your skin is clear and then it's like my
Perfect.
depression's gone, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, vitamin D is such a slay.
Vitamin D is such a fucking slay. And it's like, how do we get it and not get skin cancer and also not
I
age?
don't think I'm gonna get skin cancer and I don't think I'm gonna age. I'm manifesting that and it's gonna work.
And I love that manifestation for you. You know what? I've been really terrified of aging. And then I saw this picture of my mom on like her fucking, like,
The one that you sent me.
yeah,
I was like, are her tits real?
that was no. That
Good.
was literally on like her 48th or like 50th ish birthday. And that's what she looked
She
like.
looked gorge.
I know. And I'm like,
Absolutely gorge.
those are my genetics. Thank the fucking
Yeah.
Lord. Thank the fucking Lord. Anyway, so I'm hot and I'm bothered because camping is so fucking fun, but also being sick with COVID while you're fucking camping is actually the worst experience known to man and wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy. But it's fun. Camping is fun. I love my family. I love nature, yada, 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 connected with my Midwestern roots. And now I'm going to forget that life. That's one thing I do when I go home and visit. I'm like, oh yeah, I like have a different life here. And then I like come back to LA and I like forget that exists. Like that didn't ever happen. Okay.
That's scary.
I know it's very weird. It's like I literally live a double life.
Yeah, it's so different.
It's so different. Like, I'm not gonna elaborate on it
No,
anymore.
I
But
feel like I
like,
don't have that because a lot of my friends from home live here or
yeah,
like have lived here, or I mean it's like not too far away. So
yeah,
it's like, but you're like over there milking cows and like
I
kayaking.
know, I know.
Couldn't be me. Should we do our little questionias?
Girls, 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 girls,
I like this. Let's
girls.
do this every other week
Okay,
or
yes. Well, I want to do that. We want to do something we want to implement maybe like bi-weekly or maybe once a month. We do an episode where we answer some questions.
mhm.
I just don't know in which forum yet I want people to submit questions. You know, like do
We
we
could
like
just gather them from all over because people just send us random shit whenever they want.
they do, and that's kind of a relatively new thing and I really like it.
Mhm.
So anyway, if you
I
guys
don't know
need our
what
advice or have questions for us, just DM us, send us an email, text us, do whatever you need to do. Send us your
since when are
things.
we giving people advice?
We always have, but we've always shared the disclaimer that it's going to be bad.
Yeah. I
It's
just
going to
can't
be really
imagine
bad.
someone sending us.
Wanting our advice.
Yeah. Okay, but actually it's cute. Delete that.
No, it is really cute.
Okay, let's figure it out. These
Okay.
pants are so short on me.
Girls, 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 girls. First question. Okay, this person said, I like him, but I'm not his type. He showed me his type. What should I do? Also, he keeps sending me cutesy stuff and behaving like we're a couple.
I really don't like that he showed you his type. I need
Yeah.
more context on that. That
How
makes
did
me
that
really
happen?
uncomfortable. I also feel like people do have a type, yes. I don't know. I just don't really understand what this guy's MO is. I don't really like his agenda. I don't like the way that he's treating you. Honestly, I don't like that. I don't like that. He's giving a little bit of toxic because
He's giving fuckboy.
what I'm gathering from this is like you like him, he's just fucking with
He's
you.
giving you breadcrumbs,
He's
but also
breadcrumbing you.
making it very clear that like you will never be enough for him, but he's also breadcrumbing you, and like that sounds like manipulation.
Mhm. I'm going through the same thing.
Are you?
Kind of.
Yes.
But I'm detached.
I want to say I've dated a guy knowing that I wasn't his type before, but it didn't matter because he made it so abundantly clear how fucking obsessed he was with me and how gorgeous he thought I was. So it didn't bother me that I wasn't his type. But then on the flip side, I also dated a guy knowing I wasn't his type and he never complimented me. I really questioned regularly if he was even attracted to me. And that was a recipe for anxiety and insecurity and all the other horrible, shitty things that you feel when you know somebody doesn't fucking like you.
I
So,
like that you're addressing the type part because, like, the second part of it is like what's affecting me.
yeah, because you're having a little bit of a trauma response.
I'm having a bit of a trauma response.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say if that's the vibe, if he doesn't make you feel secure, you got to get rid of him.
Yeah. You don't, I mean,
You got to get rid of him.
if you want to be the bigger person in this situation and kind of like look at it with a different lens on, you can be like, okay, let me just like take this at face value and just like have fun with it and not care and have it be like some sort of learning experience, which is like low key kind of what I did. I was like, let's like see what this is like.
Let's fuck around and find out.
Yeah, like let's fuck around and find out. But like I know in like my heart of hearts where I stand. So maybe try that. I don't know. But also at the same time, like it depends on what you're actually looking for. Like not
It's
really looking for someone to like marry right now. So I was like,
yeah.
fuck, what do I have to lose? But like it depends on what.
Before we started recording, Chris said we weren't going to make our responses to these
I
questions
know, god
personal.
damn it. But now I'm like, did my Adderall hit like at 9 p.m.? But yeah, I don't know. We don't have enough context, but I don't know.
I would just say if it makes you feel a little insecure, then you should just flee the scene. It's not worth it. It's not worth the anxiety. It's not worth
And
the
once you
stress.
flee the scene, he's gonna fall in love with you, and he's
Yeah.
gonna come chase you,
Yeah.
and he's gonna like
Then he's
whatever.
going to be like, you're the most
And
gorgeous
and then
person
it's
I've
gonna
ever
be
met
a
in my
toxic
life.
cycle of
Blah,
that,
blah, blah,
and then
blah,
it's
blah,
gonna
blah,
phase
blah.
out. So I would detach.
Yeah.
I would detach.
Yeah.
And
You
let
got to
him
go.
come back. Let him run back, and then
And still be detached.
and still be detached.
And it'll be gorgeous and you'll live your best life.
Yeah.
The end. Okay, next question. This person wants to know, would you trust the other person to set you up on a blind date?
Should we answer on 3? 3.
No, wait, because I already know your answer and I already know my
I
answer.
100% would.
You would trust me to set you up on a blind date?
1,000%.
No way.
1,000%.
Wow, that's crazy.
You know what I like.
Kind of, but also sometimes I'm really bad at like judging characters. It reminds me of like one time I introduced you to a friend of mine and I thought that you guys would like be girls and like kiki. And then you really ended up fucking hating that woman. And so like sometimes like when those kinds of things happen, then I'm like, oh, I really actually don't know how to tell when people are gonna mesh or not. I was gonna guess that you would say no and I was gonna say yes because you are really good at that, like knowing when people would connect.
I'm such a connector of people.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite thing about myself.
Yeah.
And I feel like I know what kind of man you would like. Like I'm like, okay, if he's flirting with me, but he's straight, Cedar's gonna like him. He's like
Okay.
a little autistic.
That's
He's
also
like
the thing.
what?
You sometimes know that I'm gonna not like a man before I like that you haven't even met. You will know if I'm gonna like the man or not. If I okay, for example, I was on a date with this guy and I sent you his Instagram after the date. I was like, and you responded, you were like, Cedar, you're gonna hate that man in 5 minutes. Like you don't need to see him anymore. And then once I thought about it, I was like, oh no, you're so fucking right. And I might already start to hate this man.
Yeah,
Like,
and then when you went on a date with the guy that my friend used to date and you forgot that I knew who he was and then I've like hung out with him on multiple occasions and then you were like, "Oh, I'm like hanging out with this guy." And I was like, "Bitch, who?" And then you send me him and I'm like, "That's the guy. Why are you on a date with him?" And then you're like trying to convince yourself that you like him and then 3 days later you're like, "I can never
I
see this
actually
man again."
don't like him. I actually really don't like
Yeah,
him.
like no, I would get like a little like I mean, but I don't like hang out with the kind of guys that you would like. Like, I don't know what type of situation. Like, he's like gonna be like the barista at the coffee shop.
That's the problem is
Yeah,
like you do hang out with the guys that I like because I like men that are fucking gay. Like they need to be gay. Whether they're gonna be a friend or they're my boyfriend, you have to be gay.
they're like I'm trying to think of like some of the eligible heterosexual bachelors that I know,
No.
but then I'm just like I don't know. But then I get like a little too into the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
I'm like, you wouldn't like his living situation. Like, it's not gonna work logistically.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay, so long story short, yeah, we both would trust each other to set each
who would
other
you set
up.
me up with?
I've never met a single person in my life that I've been like, Chris would like this person. Like a guy. Like I've
Me
never.
too. I don't think I've ever met someone that I would like want to set you up with.
Okay, because it's either because we love each other so much that we want the best for each other, or it's because we're both so
I'm
fucking stuck up and
terrified.
snobby.
No, I'm
And
like terrified that if I were to introduce you to someone to like hook you up with in a romantic way, like I'm that person's gonna have it like hit out
I
for me.
literally, as you were saying that, I saw the fear in your fucking
Yeah,
eyes.
no.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we trust each other?
Yep. Yeah. Because
Great.
we're just never gonna do it.
Yeah, we should do that.
Kind of.
I'm not. That's fuck. I can't even find someone I like. I'm not doing that for you.
It kind of would be a fun social experiment.
Where am I gonna go find these guys?
Where am I? Well, okay.
I can like go to a bar in Venice and find 3 for you.
Next question.
Okay.
I hate Venice boys. I do not like. Okay. Next question. This person said, "How can I break up with my best friend? I don't feel like we're on the same wavelength anymore."
That's a bit heavy. Um I've personally like never had to do that. And I mean if this is like your best friend, like your best friend, can you have like a lighter conversation before you like break up with them? Can you like be like, "Babe, what's going on?" Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I
Yeah.
would kind of like dig around a little deeper before I was like, we're not on the same wavelength. But like I mean, I don't know. Like if you're like normal and your friend's like a crackhead, like if that's what you mean by not the same wavelength.
Yeah, but also can you like fake it till you make it? Like for me personally, I have experienced so many ebbs and flows through long-term relationships. Like my my friendships with my sisters, my like friendship with my best friend from 4th fucking grade, like we go through periods where I'm like I can't fucking stand her right now. I don't want to speak to her. And then we go through periods where I'm like this is my best fucking friend. I love her with all of my heart. And
Mhm.
like during those time frames where I'm like, we are not on the same page right now, I don't really care to engage frequently.
Yeah.
I just don't. And then we like go through a phase where we like don't talk as often anymore for a little while, and then we like circle back around. I think that's normal and
Yeah.
that's healthy.
I feel like I've been okay. We're not talking about ourselves.
Oh, I just did.
I just feel like the people that I consider my best friends are like people that I have absolutely no limits and no filter, like
Mhm.
0.00000 filter with.
Yeah.
And then I also, so I could be like, you're being weird, or I'd be like, you're fucking up, like, get your shit together. But also, I feel like I have friends in this that I've known as long as like my best friends that come in waves, you know what I mean? Of like, oh, we're
Mhm.
hanging out a lot, but then like we don't talk for 3, 4, 5, 6 months, and it's like nothing's changed. It's not weird.
Yeah.
But we all have friends like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if this is your best friend, just like have a normal conversation with them before
Yeah.
you.
Or just pull back a little bit and then see if you like feel the same way in a few months. I don't
Yeah,
know.
don't do anything like drastic.
Yeah, don't be crazy about
Yeah.
it. Don't be crazy about it.
Sorry that you're going through that.
There's no reason to ever like formally break up with a friend, I feel like, unless they did something bad like fucked your dad or something.
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad.
Okay, this person said, should I have a threesome with my ex and his new man?
I love this question. I adore this question. This question is so near and dear to my heart. I would love to be your ex's new man and be in like in that type of situation. I wouldn't want to be like I would want to be the new one. You know, so it's like 1 and 2, and then like 1 gets with 3, and then 2 is out here on her own.
You would be comfortable though watching your new partner fucking their ex?
I mean, it depends on the relationship.
Yeah.
Depends on like what the parameters of the relationship were. But I don't know if I would do that in your situation.
Like being the outsider.
I mean, I don't know actually. Hold on, let me think about this. Now I'm like regretting everything that I just said. Cuz like this bitch could walk in and be like, "How am I sloppy seconds?"
I think it depends on if you're still in love with your ex. If you're like, oh, I love my ex, but not in love with your ex, do it. If you're still in love with your
But
ex,
then if you love your ex like that, you probably wouldn't really want to fuck them like that unless
that's
you just want to fuck
true.
everyone.
Unless you just want to fuck everyone. Sometimes you do. But I'm also not in love with everybody that I fuck. Okay, so is this person fucking his ex or no?
I mean, do it for the plot.
Yeah,
What do you have to
do you have something
lose?
to lose?
Like just
Yeah,
do it.
do
Try
it.
it.
Yeah,
If his new boyfriend's hot, I would
absolutely.
be like a little toxico and crazy in that situation, and I
Yeah,
would like give the new guy more attention and like try
yeah,
to steal the new guy
yeah,
from my ex, and like
yeah.
have his new boyfriend be thinking of me like all the time, be like, "Oh my god, I miss him. Like the sex was so good."
To be clear, that's what we would do, but that's not what you should do. You should still do it, but probably don't do that, what Chris just described.
I would do it.
That's exactly what I would do.
I would
Exactly
make
what I would
I
do.
would make their new boyfriend fall in love with me.
Absolutely. And piss my ex off.
Who's initiating this? We have so many questions, you guys.
Yeah. Okay. Also, a lot of you fucking people submitted questions, and we love you and thank you so
I
much
know,
for
but we
submitting
like
questions.
need more
But
context.
we didn't get
Oh,
enough
and
context.
no one knows how to spell.
You know what?
So
Also,
figure
yeah,
that out.
you
We
guys
like
need to relearn.
there were a lot of things going on, and I
Back
was
to
like,
grammar
Cedar was
school.
like getting mad, and I was like, if you can't fucking read it, don't read it.
Okay, and then also, okay, last time we did this, we had a girl whose like question/submission was so long. She went into her notes app, typed it out, took a screenshot of it, and then submitted
But that's the
that.
kind of context
That's
that
what
we
we
need.
need. That's
Yeah.
what we need from you
Yeah.
guys. Okay, next question. Someone said wedding planning.
I don't know what that means.
That has nothing to do with anything that happens
I
here.
the I can't answer that.
Okay, you know what I can answer? Hire a wedding planner and move on with your fucking day because no one has the time. Period. The end. Love you.
I would be a bridezilla, but I can't do it yet.
I would be a nightmare. Oh God, I would be a nightmare.
I would be an absolute nightmare
and
monstrosity.
I wouldn't trust anybody to do it for me.
Yeah.
I would be a really bad client for a wedding planner. Even today at work, I was in a meeting and my boss literally said in front of our entire team, she was like, yeah, well, like Cedar just likes to do everything herself. And I was like, yes, diva. Yes, I do.
It's the only way it's gonna get done right.
Okay. Next question. Someone said, I'm fucking my best friend and he's in a complicated relationship with someone on another continent.
He's not in a relationship with that person. If he's fucking you,
So he's cheating on someone else and he's fucking you.
I'm like,
So
you guys are in more of a relationship than whoever's in the other fucking continent.
yeah. And then also, like, okay, what are you wanting from this? This isn't even a question. This person just wanted to air out their dirty laundry.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, go off.
Like, go off. But also, like, are you trying to date this guy? Because now you know he's a cheater. So how do we feel about that?
Period.
I mean, like, I'm not one to talk because I've dated cheaters before and probably will again. But, like, I don't know. What are we getting out of this? Okay.
Thank you
We
for
love
letting
you.
us know.
Thank you so
Good
much for
luck.
sharing that with us.
But I think that you're the one that's in the relationship.
Yeah, kind of. Why is he? Yeah, okay. Moving on. Should I keep being friends with my guy best friend of 10 years or cut it off because I'm in love?
I really am rooting for you, and I want you guys to be happy.
We love love, but if he doesn't love you back,
Is he hot?
yeah. And like, does he make you laugh? Have you told him that you're in love with him? I think if you haven't told him, if he doesn't know that you're in love with him, let's start there. Make yourself vulnerable.
Get drunk and try and make out.
Yes. And if he doesn't reciprocate, then that's when you change
This guy
your
could be in
number.
love with
you. change
you.
your name.
This guy could be
Yeah.
in love with you.
What if he's in love with you?
Oh my god, I am projecting so much today. Like, this person could be absolutely in love with you, and he's like right there.
You're giving desperate. You need to pull it together. Okay, next question. Would you date a guy who was your height or shorter? We were asked this question during our last Q&A, and I feel this is really important to address. I like a guy. I can't date a guy shorter than me. I like a guy that's close in height to me. I need to be able to still wear like a little kitten heel, but I really do like a guy that's like kind of close in height to me because I like it feels like I have like my carbon copy, my duplicate, like
A little
truly
buddy.
my other half, like my little buddy, like bopping around with me. When I'm walking down the street in sneakers and like jeans and have this guy next to me that's the same fucking height as me and we're just fucking around having fun, that's like peak for me. I really enjoy that. So yes, to answer your question, yeah. Would you? You like a short guy.
I love a short king.
Mm-hmm.
I think that that's like, you would think it was like a weakness of mine based off of my track record, but I think that just um small people are attracted to me, and I'm desperate, so I'll take what I can get. But I don't know. I like when I'm taller people, I'm like, fuck, that's hot. Like, but that's so rare for me. Like,
I feel like also your thing is that you like to be the one in control. And by being the taller one in the relationship,
honey, those short little ones, I'm not in control. I will tell you. I am not in control sometimes with those little ones. But I do think at the end of the day, it may be like a subconscious thing of me being like, shorter than me? Like,
yeah. Like, what are you gonna
like
do?
that sucks. Like, I don't
Sucks to
know.
be you.
But I don't know. I don't discriminate. I don't know. It's not like something I think about.
We're inclusive on this podcast, and with
This looks like a long one.
it is. Are you ready? This person said, I live in Germany and I've been dating a guy from Florida for a while now who's in the army and is stationed here. I actually want something serious, but he isn't sure about it because of his job, and nobody knows how long he will stay in Germany. Should I dump him or take the risk?
I don't know, guys. It's so easy. Like, if you want someone, you need to retract. And if you're gonna like, it's so easy. Like, if you want someone,
if you really like this person,
no, if you really like someone and you don't know where they are or what they're giving you, fucking retract.
Yeah.
Don't listen to any
Yeah.
of those psychologists or those fucking psychotherapists on TikTok. The second you retract, a fucking man will come run after you like, I don't even fucking know, a cockroach like out of a dumpster, like
out of one of our apartments, like
legit. Like, these people, it's so easy. But even if you do retract because you want to retract, like, that's the thing. It kind of fucks with you, because if you're like, okay, I'm actually retracting because like I do not want this, then they
Yeah.
still come back, and then you're faced with it again.
yeah.
So you're fucked either way.
There's really no way to win, but also like this man isn't staying in Germany. We know that. And like you're gonna get your fucking heart broken. So like retract and then maybe he'll be in love with you,
He's
or
probably
retract and
gay.
then maybe you'll move on. He is probably gay. Is that what you
Just
said?
retract and see what happens.
Okay. Love you.
What is
Um
that?
you're ugly fucking
No, what
mug.
is the long message?
This person is going to the USA for the first time with their best friend, and they're going to do New Year's Eve in Miami, and they want to know if we have any tips or advice. Okay, this is what I'm going to say about this,
We
and I'm
kind
going
of
to make
talked
it
about
so quick.
that
Did we?
with 4th of July, New Year's, Labor Day, that those kind of holidays.
New Year's Eve is not one of those holidays.
I think it is.
A patriotic holiday.
Oh my god, you're so missing the point here.
Okay, what I want to say about this is that I've actually done New Year's Eve in Miami a few times, and it is really fun. Buy your tickets in advance.
Don't go.
Yeah, don't go. But also watch your phone, watch your wallet, be careful, don't get your shit stolen. I had a friend when we were in Miami had his fucking wallet stolen and had to like it was the night before New Year's Eve, so had to like expedite his fucking passport from New Jersey down to Miami. Like they had to pay somebody to get the passport and fly with it there. Like it was the most ridiculous
I
fucking
love
thing.
that. That's
Just so
chic.
this person, it is kind of chic. Just so this person could enjoy their
You
New
couldn't
Year's
just
Eve.
mail it overnight.
No,
Why?
it wouldn't have made it on time. It was really sweet actually. They were a couple, and like the boy whose ID was stolen, he was like freaking out, and like while he was sleeping that night, his boyfriend like coordinated the whole thing. Like coordinated with his mom,
You were
got the
in Miami with
passport.
gay men?
Yeah.
Who? Are you cheating on me?
This was like 2 years ago. 3 years ago.
You can't have other gay friends.
Okay, anyway, so just be careful. That's my advice. Be careful and have so much fun, and nothing else matters. Make sure you're staying in a good location. Make sure your hotel's in a good location. And go to the beach and black out, and that's it. And you're gonna have so much fun. And outside of that, I'm not a travel guide, so I really can't give you any more advice.
Last time my brother was in Miami, he got shot at. What other questions do we have?
Okay.
I think we have one more.
This person said dating a man 14 years younger. The sex is fantastic and he's hot as fuck, but it's literally going nowhere. It's been a year and a half, but I can't shake the boy. Keep pumping or dump him. I love
Is it a
you.
man or a woman that said that?
I love you. This is, I think, a woman.
Go off. It's giving Edie Britt,
It
Desperate
is
Housewives.
a girl. It is a girl. Fuck it, dude.
Do whatever you
fuck
want.
it. I've
Keep
always
pumping. That shit keeps you young.
actually, yeah. I've always shit on people, on like women who date guys that are
But once you get to
younger.
a certain age, 14 years is like hot, but I hope this person's like not
I hope he's of
19.
legal age.
Yeah, like I mean,
Yeah.
like
I hope you're
far
not giving
above
predator vibes. I
Yeah.
hope you're not like grooming. But if we're past that, like that threshold,
Like if you're 40, it's kind of hot.
fuck yeah,
Yeah.
fuck the younger dude. But
Like,
also like the rest of
oh my
this.
god, I can't talk. Oh my god, I can't talk. I just had a stroke. But like, have your Kristen Cavallari moment.
Yeah, but also the rest of this message I have questions about, because you're like, it's not going anywhere. It's been a year and a half, but I can't shake him. So I'm like, are you in love with him? Because if it's just fun, then fucking keep doing it. But if you like have feelings and stuff, then like find another. You can find another one that's 14 years younger in like 5 minutes. So
Are
like,
you financing anything?
are you financing anything? That's a really good
Is
question.
he financing anything?
That's a really good question. Yeah, if you're
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Send us another message. We love you. We love it when you guys talk to us. Okay, this is our last one. This person said, I'm an elder gay, 44, who's in a situationship with a 54-year-old married bi guy. I'm totally in love with him. I'm sure I'm just some dick to him. It's been going on for a year now, but that doesn't matter. Okay, I need to know, he's a bi guy and he's married. Is he married to a woman? Is that why we needed to include that he's bi, or is he married to a man?
Okay, we need to take these questions at face value and just answer them with what we have.
That's so true.
That makes me sad that he's taking up your heart. You know what I mean? Like that makes me
Yeah.
sad. No offense too, but like 44 I feel like is such a gorgeous age to like
That's so true.
that's like a beautiful number, and that's like that's a time where you should be like, actually, what the fuck do I know? I don't want to like sound like I'm like age shaming you, but I don't know. Like I don't want you to be doing that right now.
I don't want save that type of behavior for when you're in your 20s. when you're like in your 30s and when you're in your 40s, that's when like
Cedar, we're like 25. We can't be giving people advice like that.
I can give advice however I want. That's why they come to this podcast. What I wanted to say before Chris rudely interrupted me,
What you should do is exit
just
that,
have fun.
find your husband, and then when you're 54, have an affair.
Yes. But also, what if this guy doesn't want a husband? Just have fun. And if you're not having fun with this guy, if it makes you sad and if it makes you feel bad, then dump him and have fun with someone
Just
else.
have fun.
Yes. Just to quote Chris Bruno.
Okay, I feel bad
just
I
have
age
fun.
shamed him.
Yeah, you age shamed him. What the fuck
I
is
just
wrong
feel
with
like
you?
when I'm 44, like I'm gonna have like
No, you won't.
I'm not gonna have anything. I was just
No.
thinking about the things that I want. I'm gonna be like literally anorexic and
Yes.
like smoking
Getting a
vape.
facelift. I don't know if I'll be married in my 40s, but if I'm not married in my 40s, I just hope that I'm not like dealing with emotional trauma from situationships. That's and that's not only my wish for myself, but that's my wish for everybody else when they're in their 40s and if they're currently in their 40s. So, my love, my 44-year-old diva, if this is not fulfilling you and if it is breaking your heart, get the fuck out.
I feel like we're not giving good advice today.
We give bad advice every day. Like, what the fuck?
Okay. What's
Okay.
the homework?
The homework is
Go make fun of someone's underwear.
yes.
Go buy new underwear.
Go ground yourself by touching your feet to the earth and go fucking camping if you feel like it.
Don't
Just
do
make sure you
that.
take your vitamins before because you don't want to get sick while you're camping. Have an identity crisis, but that's kind of the weekly homework. And then also, if you're fucking around with a guy and he's not bringing you joy, either
You need to be
fuck
benefiting
back,
in some way.
either fuck back and have fun with it or dump him. And that's it. And that's
But
our
if you dump
advice.
him and you pull back, you're gonna get the same result.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking endless circle of bullshit.
Have fun.
Good luck.
Good
We'll
luck.
see you on the other side.
Okay, we love you. Thank you for submitting your questions. Thanks for coming along with us. Give us 5 stars, write a review, follow us on Instagram, whatever the fuck else you're
Send
supposed
us
to
some
do.
socks.
Yes, send us socks and email us. We love you.
Email us. Okay. Mwah.
Bye, divas.